Guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm back again with another video. I'm here to share some things with you guys. A lot of people ask me, like, sorry guys, I have to move this because it's kind of blocking the fan. A lot of people ask me in particular, like, where do you get empath hippie? Like, where does that come from? I've also made a video previous to that, well, for the empath part, but not the hippie part. I've made a video talking about what an empath is, and how I am an empath. But then it comes from the hippie part. People have these special requirements of how a hippie should look, dress, act, and etc. And I'm here to discuss my personal reasonings of what a hippie is. When you hear the word hippie, you think of 70s dressing, 70s music, pot smoking, dreadlock wearing, not very clean, vegan or vegetarian, like to walk barefooted, type of thing. Well, which most requirements standardize of what a hippie is. And I'm here to confirm that hippies don't have to necessarily look the part or really act what you just describe as being a hippie, of the part of what a hippie is. Me personally, what a hippie is to me is just being a free spirit, kind, gentle, loving individual. And that can come in whether you wear locks or whether you don't, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're skinny, whether you're big, whether you live in the city or whether you don't, whether you eat meat or whether you don't eat meat. That was definitely a huge one of what a vegan should be. Like, I'm sorry, not a vegan, a hippie. They always say that hippies should be vegans or vegetarians, and hippies are animal cruelty free, but in reality, which I believe a hippie should be, is not of someone who judges other people. I'm sure if you look up the definition of what a hippie is, you have your different special requirements of how a hippie should be. I've also been told that if I have the name of empath hippie, I shouldn't be a Christian. I should just be a Buddhist, or I shouldn't just have, or I should be a Wiccan. I had different things of what a hippie special requirements should be. To confirm that, for me personally, a hippie doesn't have to be a person who, you got your stereotypical people who believe that that's what a hippie is, and it's not. Being a hippie is, if you want to be a hippie, be a hippie. I mean, there are no special requirements, there are no rules of being a hippie. I actually Googled this in the past, where a lot of people say that hippies make homemade, handmade things. They get most of their clothing from the thrift store. They don't really wear designer things. They don't wear makeup. They don't really have their hair done. They don't use deodorant. If they do, they use a natural deodorant as far as lemon. Once again, they don't eat meat. All of these different requirements of what a hippie should be, and that's really not what a hippie should be. I joined a hippie community on Facebook, basically discussing of the special, you know, just basically everyone coming together, loving one another, being kind, gentle, sweet, caring, and it's a very great community. Of course, we had some of our people where we had a topic discussing about veganism and vegetarians, of how this girl said that she doesn't feel like, her friends told her that she's not actually a hippie because she eat meat. And it was a big debate about that, going back and forth with one girl out of thousands of people who joined this group who was a vegan. And I actually made a video about that I'm going to post up soon. If I don't post it before this one, it's actually called the stereotypical vegan and vegetarians, well, mostly vegan, the ones who just don't eat no dairy, no seafood, no nothing. And I actually make a video about the stereotypical vegans. But she was basically one of those who bashed this young girl. She had to be like about 17 or 18 because she ate meat, telling her that she's not a hippie because she does eat meat and she's killing the animals, and just basically all of these mean things she was saying to her. That's not what a hippie is about. A hippie is a carefree, all love, no war type of individual to me. But again, you can also be a hippie and have a house full of guns. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but my boyfriend is licensed to carry, so his obsession is guns, and I am not. But I'm not against it. I mean, to each his own. As long as you're not out there killing people, of course, then I'm not against whatever you do. I think being a hippie is accepting people for who they are and loving them anyway, regardless of their background, regardless of their color, regardless of if they're rich, if they're poor, or what their obsessions are and what are not their obsessions. That's what a hippie is to me. It's more of the inside than rather the outside. A lot of people think, oh, if you dress this way, you're automatically a hippie, but then you turn around and you be this mean, cruel, judgmental person. To me, being a hippie is having the actual heart, the soul of a gypsy, the heart of a hippie, and and just being like this person in this creative world and just loving everyone based on, no matter what it is, just loving them. A lot of people think I should be having Palo Santo sticks all up around and having a whole table full of crystals and sage, which I do love, by the way. I do love all of those things, but that doesn't necessarily, just because you don't have them doesn't mean you're not a hippie. It's about what's in the heart. It's about the inside that makes you a hippie. If you're a peaceful, calm, cool, collective person, and you're not judgmental, and you're not evil, mean, and you're not, full of so much anger, but just loving everyone, to me, is the requirements of a hippie. It doesn't necessarily mean dressing the part, which means you're a hippie, because of course anyone can dress the part. That's not absolutely false. So there are no special requirements, and so many people believe that it should be special requirements. Do I walk barefooted? Do I love walking barefooted and being in touch with the ground? Yes. Do I meditate here and there? Yes. Do I do yoga? Yes. Do I love crystals? Yes. It's plenty of different things that can match up to being a hippie, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be a hippie, because just like there are a lot of vegans and vegetarians who don't eat meat, but they're not hippies, and people think that as long as you don't eat meat, you're automatically a hippie, which is not true. So different things for different reasonings. People are going to have their assumptions about what a hippie should be and their requirements of what a hippie should do. I'm here to tell you that you can be whatever you want to be. If you want to be a hippie, be a hippie. If you don't want to be a hippie, don't be a hippie. Just love other people, be gentle, be kind, be sweet. It just comes with being a human being. It doesn't matter what your background is. It was just something I had to touch bases with, and I was trying to touch bases with a long time, but I didn't know the right words to start it off. So just something I thought about today that I should share with everyone, that there are no special requirements to be a hippie. Do whatever makes you happy and do whatever makes you comfortable, and if you like it, I love it. I hope this video had touched some bases of understanding of where my YouTube name come from, because I do believe that I am a hippie, and I already know that I'm an empath. So I hope this comes to some type of understanding of the whole thing, the question being answered. And if not, let me know, and I'll try to make another video actually explaining it in more better detail than this one, because I really don't believe I gave full detail, but yeah. But in the meantime, guys, thanks for listening and watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next upcoming video very soon. Much peace and love to you all. Bye, guys.